We are just 38 hours away now from the official start of South by Southwest. Since last year's deadly crash, we have examined what planners are doing to protect your safety. Today, the city of Austin laid out its plans, but some people say it's just not enough, and pedestrians will still be at risk at the festival. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell is here to explain more. Robert.
Evening, Shannon. City transportation leaders are choosing to protect people this year walking downtown by moving water-filled barricades and police cars to just about every major intersection downtown. Now, the idea is to block out-of-control drivers. But the lawyer for one of the victims' families from last year says using a police car as a barrier is a dangerous choice.
You know, that was just a tragedy waiting to happen.
Attorney Scott Hendler represents Lizzie Plug, whose husband Stephen Krenmar died in the 2014 tragedy on Red River Street.
It seems to me the most significant takeaway is that if you're going to encourage pedestrians to occupy the roadway, you've got to protect the zone.
Hendler compares the South by tragedy with Santa Monica 2003, when an elderly driver crashed through thin barricades and into a crowded farmer's market. 10 people died, more than 60 were hurt. In the weeks that followed, market vendors used their own vehicles to block the pedestrian areas. The next year, National Transportation Safety Board investigators followed up, pointing out vehicles are not designed to absorb a collision from or to redirect an errant vehicle, and they contain flammable liquids and components.
The vehicle gets hit, it moves. Material flies off it and can hit bystanders.
The NTSB concluded the farmers market should have deployed rigid barricades. By 2011, the city of Santa Monica installed this kind of temporary barrier, a strong mesh screen anchored to concrete footings. Here in Austin, Scott Hendler suggests by doing less, South by is sending a message it's less concerned about corporate citizenship than generating revenues he estimates top $10 million a year.
Certainly South by Southwest is in the best position to impose a higher standard of safety.
Now, ultimately, the city's transportation managers sign off on South by's traffic control plan, and I've just confirmed that this year's music festival of the portion, just the music festival portion, event planners ordered more than 100 water-filled barricades. Compare that to about the 20 ordered last year. And of course, Shannon, I'll keep an eye on how our civic leaders are working toward making South by and other local festivals even safer.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. Very important stuff. Keep in mind, 7 lawsuits filed in the wake of the 2014 South by Southwest tragedy called the crash preventable. Last December, we spoke to victims and their family members about those lawsuits. They say South by Southwest planners didn't follow industry standards for traffic control that left the festival open to an out-of-control vehicle. Evan West lost his wife in the crash and was also seriously injured. He wants to make sure this does not happen again.
I'm doing it because the goal is for it to not happen again. That's the biggest thing, is that people shouldn't go through this.
All of the plaintiffs are seeking unspecified damages from 2 private companies, South by Southwest Holdings Incorporated and South by Southwest LLC. We will keep you updated on those lawsuits.